everyone. Thank you for joining Game Trade Media at PAX Unplugged. I'm Gretchen, and I'm here with Nathan from Aries Games.
Yeah, hi everybody. How's it going?
So, what do you have set up for us here? It's this giant map.
Yeah, so the first thing is Ian Brody's second edition of Quartermaster General. This was a game that originally came out a couple years ago, and we did a second edition with him to kind of improve some of the things and just kind of give what our popular game a new look. So essentially, the way it works is an atypical war strategy, very fast-paced, and essentially each player is playing an array of different countries, and it's less about the war aspect and the battle, and more about the actual quartermaster part, the logistics. They say, you know, the beans and the bullets, you know, won the war, not the battles. So essentially, each player, up to 6, usually has 7 cards, and these are all your different types of resources. You can land battle, build armies, response cards, all those types of things. And essentially, it's a very fast pace. You're playing a card, collecting your points based on how many stars that you control, discarding any amount of cards, and then back up to your hand. Plays 20 rounds, or if a team can get 30 points ahead, instantly wins.
So, what age would this be for, since it is a battle kind of game?
This one thing that I like about this is it's pretty much all ages, because the land battle part is very simple. It's just, this is a piece, I'm going to land battle it, it's gone. It's very it's very simple, because all the cards are just, I'm going to build an army, I need to build an army in an adjacent space. So, and it's pretty much just keeping a line back to a starred city. Yeah, so.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah, and the last little thing is all the decks are asymmetrical. So they play very thematic to how they were in the war. So Italy was a less stronger force in the war, so they only have 31 cards. You don't ever recycle through your cards. So once you run out of cards, you're out. Whereas Germany has a bigger force. Same with America. They have 41 cards, have more, you know, blitzkrieg actions, where the United States has more support actions. It plays in about 45 minutes, and like I said, it's 2 to 6.
Awesome. So, let's see, if you wanted to swoosh.
We're ready for the next.
Yeah. Oh, right. Hey, so what's the win condition before we do that?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the win condition
I was like, it's a war.
Yeah,
you win.
No. Yeah. The most amount of points in 20 rounds, which, like I said, you get by controlling the stars, or one team pulls away with 30 points, and they just instantly win. In the first edition, there was, if you controlled 2 home spaces, you would win. That they removed that rule from the game. Now it's only the 30 points and the thing.
And right before we magic this out of the way to see the other games that you brought for us.
Sure.
So this is the second edition. It's kind of revamped a little bit. Is this at your booth today?
Yeah. Yep. It is at the Aries booth.
Which booth is that? Do you have the number?
3437.
Awesome. So you can go there. You can find it. What's the availability?
It's hitting retail hopefully January 5th. And then it's on a boat currently. So, yeah.
Oh.
It'll be everywhere, North America. Yep. Okay. There we go. 1 down.
We got this. We got this.
Great.
Ready?
Just throw them in that box real quick. Yep. Great. Thank you so much.
Yep. And then, haha, magic.
Perfect. Okay.
So what did we just slide on over?
So this is Martin Wallace's Nanty Narking. So a long time ago, he came out with a game called Discworld, which was a wonderful little area control game. He couldn't get the rights to Discworld anymore, so he reskinned it and changed the little things into basically Victorian era, very Sherlock Holmes, adds Jack the Ripper, all these wonderful different character art. All the different cards are unique and different. And essentially, it's a little area control game. Each player has a different color. There's blue, purple, or yellow. And essentially, you have a hand of 5 and a secret win condition. Those win conditions can be anything from having 20 gold at the beginning of your turn or having the most amount of areas controlled. And essentially, you're playing a card that has an array of different actions, and you're performing those actions or not performing those actions in order, and you play those and go back up to your turn. So basically, in this scenario, I would gain 3 coins, and then I would play another card. And essentially, you're just laying your units, buying up buildings, which are going to give you special abilities. Mm-hmm. There's also variations. So you can do it where they have unique character models that in the simmed down version don't mean anything other than the color. You could play it where the buildings and the people mean something depending on the area that they're controlling.
So you can make it a little bit more complex if you're feeling a little bit more complex with the game.
So if you want to play a lighter version, you can just do the simple area control colored, or if you want a little more in-depth meta, you can bring in some more variations. And that plays in about an hour.
In about an hour. How many people can play this game?
2 to 4.
2 to 4?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and there's a lot. I mean, the production on this is amazing. 40 unique resin models for $90.
And these are pretty. I mean, these are great quality. They're all so unique.
Yep.
And the details on them are. I mean, you can see a different facial expression on each mini.
Yeah. It turned out very, very well. We're super excited, and this is also available now in retail at the end of this year, essentially. But we do have it at our booth as well.
That's what I was about to ask. I was like, okay, so later this year, but do you have it now here?
And we have some add-ons to it as well. We have a canvas mat that adds about 2 inches to the normal board. We have these amazing metal coins that are really, really well designed. And we also have card holders that allow you to just hold your cards up without having them in your hand. So, yeah.
Are you demoing any of these games at your booth?
Yes, we'll be demoing Nanty Narking tomorrow all day. And then we are also, Quartermaster General will also be demoing tomorrow as well, all day.
And so what would be the win condition of this one once everyone has bought up all of the pieces of land?
So everyone has a hidden condition. So it depends on what card you were given. So take, for example, Sherlock Holmes is your win condition is actually to burn through the deck. Make sure that no one gets their win condition before all the cards are drawn. There's no recycle of cards. There's quite as you see here, these are just the action cards, and there's quite a bit of cards. So that's pretty hard. Another one is gathering 20 coins before the start of your turn.
And I mean, having such a large deck just makes it where every time you play the game, it's going to be something new, something interesting.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
Awesome. And so I know you have something else over there as well.
So we can shift. We'll just do a. So this
Look
one,
at that. We got it down.
This one is one of my favorites. It's very silly, but a lot of strategy. It looks like a children's game. It is not. It's definitely a medium to game. You can kind of see kind of an image, as you see here, of kind of what's, oh, there we go.
There
we go.
Perfect.
Kind of what's all in the context of the box. But essentially what it is it's an atypical dungeon crawler where you're playing grad students trying to get enough information.
I already love this game.
Yeah, my girlfriend would say she has PTSD from this game, but yeah. You're collecting information to submit your thesis, and you're using your undergrad unpaid interns as fodder to essentially get more information.
So the age range is anyone thinking about becoming an undergrad and up.
Yeah, or anybody wants to relive the nightmare. Essentially, you have these module tiles that you're laying out and exploring out, collecting these different cubes by using trick cards. It has there's 3 different types of ways to play. You can play solo, cooperative, or the main way, which is very competitive. It has a very take that kind of like Munchkin. You'll use cards to create a stealth value to get the cubes, but then everybody else is going to get a turn to play cards against you. So you're basically just trying to, like I said, get as many cubes as possible. There's a boss named Latus, who is he sometimes gets a little drunk, and when he's drunk, he actually can get so drunk that he becomes your best friend and actually helps you. So it's, and we have this available at the booth. We're demoing it today, tomorrow. It's up to 4 players. The win condition is whoever has the most amount of points by the end of the game. And that's all dictated by the thesis submission. So some of the theses care about certain information. They don't want yellow cubes. They don't want economy. They just want magic or whatever. So you'll have modifiers, and depending on the cubes, will add or subtract. There's also my favorite part, these little red guys that are the Omega fraternity brothers that are causing a ruckus and making it harder to sneak through the dungeon. And if you get pulled too many, they'll instantly take you to endgame. Because, because it's now just too rowdy and loud, and there's no way to sneak and study the dungeon. So
if you're unsure about whether or not you want to go to grad school, all you have to do is stop by today and demo this game.
Yeah, and we have an expansion that brings it up to 6 players and also adds 4 unique scholars that also have their own little different. There's a crazy cat guy that can send a black cat around to give people bad luck, and a cute white fluffy one that gives him good luck. So, it's lots of funny card text, all kinds of stuff.
So it's at the booth. When did you say it was coming out?
It's actually released now. The Kickstarter just fulfilled. Retail should be early next year. Yeah.
That's awesome. And where can people go to find more information about all of your games?
We're on ariesgames.eu. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. We post almost daily about updates of new stuff for Kickstarters, all that kind of stuff. So,
awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for being at PAX, and thank you for showing us all of these games. I'm going to find out if I want to go to grad school. And we'll see you at your friendly local game store.
Yeah.